This weekend we're going to explore Big Sur. We're going to try a few trails. I have no clue if we're going to see gates, if the trails are passable, but we're going to give it a shot anyway. So I'm waiting here for a few folks to show up. I'm going to get some barbecue for breakfast. Crossroads barbecue. I don't know. Has good reviews, so I hope it's good. But should be a fun weekend. A lot of unknowns, but should be good. All right, so we had some excellent barbecue pork sandwiches with eggs for breakfast, and we are now on Highway 1 going south toward Big Sur. We should be at the beginning of the first trail, or maybe the first gate, in about maybe 15 minutes or so, or maybe even less. So fingers crossed we will at least find one or two trails that are passable today. Alright, so we are on the first trail, and lucky for us there is no gate yet. I think it's called Old Coast Road or something. It's supposed to be almost exactly 10 miles and excellent scenery, and probably going to take maybe half an hour, maybe a little more to do this. But hopefully, again, we will not see a closed gate, but it looks promising so far. So we're still on the somewhat the beginning of this Old Coast Road trail. I think it's called Old Coast Road. I'll put the name in the video. It is freaking beautiful. We can see the ocean at some parts on our right side, and it's very kind of twisty. You feel like it's almost feel like driving in the rainforest, but obviously it's not the rainforest. The trail itself very easy, fairly groomed. I'm suspecting that a lot of regular cars drive here because it's not very difficult road, and it's very scenic or trail. So we'll see how it goes, and again, hopefully we're not going to hit the gates. This area is notorious for closed gates, so fingers crossed. This part here, I've been here before about 8 years ago, but this part here, it's almost like driving in a foresty tunnel. So there's canopy on both sides, and it's very shaded, a little twisty, and again, the trail is very easy, but it's a fun drive. Man, it's so nice. So this section right now, it's like red forest type of wood, or redwood, whatever it's called. It's really, really cool. It's almost dark in here. There's no sunlight coming through, but it's very surreal feeling on this part of the trail. Very cool. Check this out. So we just took a quick stop to enjoy the scenery. Look behind me. That's the blue stuff that you see over there. For those of you who don't know, that's an ocean. But look how cool it is here. So we're gonna stop for a few minutes, have a little fun, and then get on Highway 1. You can probably see Highway 1 down there, and then head to the next trail. Okay, we are now on the last few minutes, I would say quarter of a mile, maybe half a mile away from the end of the trail, and it puts us back on Highway 1. So right now, for the rest of the trail, the ocean is right in front of us. Nice. So we're going downhill with beautiful view of the ocean. Then we'll jump on Highway 1, and there are a couple of trails that are in and out trails that or in and back, or however they call those, that I want to check. Just kind of explore the scenery, see what's there, and then later on we'll try to get into Pirouette Ridge. It's supposed to be a nice trail, and if that's closed, we're going to go to another cedar, elder, I forget how it's called, but we have another, so this is trail number 1. We have 5 more to explore in Big Sur. So all in all, it took us probably about an hour to do this trail of 10 miles. But we were going pretty slow, just enjoying the ride, enjoying the view. So if someone is in a rush, probably 20 minutes if you really want to finish it quick. Alright, so we are out of the first trail. Now we are on Highway 1 again, just for a little bit, maybe for another 3 minutes. And then we'll try the second trail. The second trail is an in and out trail. If it's open, it should take us somewhat close to the ocean, maybe even all the way. I have my doubts if it's open or not, but I guess we'll see. This is trail number 1. I have 6 of them plotted for today, and we'll see how the trails are. We see if we find a nice place to camp. We kind of play it by ear, no real plans, which is the best way to explore and the best way to overland. Alright, so we struck out twice after the first trail. The second and third trail that I had plotted had gates. The fourth trail had the gate. I'm approaching the gate and I'm like, oh crap, another gate. And as I stand by the gate, it opens. So we're like, hey, gates opened, we're going in. So we drove in. And it looks like there are a lot of houses and I guess properties, but according to the map, this trail goes for many miles. Now, depends how lucky we get. We may have to make a U-turn and come back to the main road, or there might be access to the main road. But so far, so good. All right, and of course, there's a gate. See? All right, trail number 4. We thought we're smart. The first gate just opened up electrically, and then we drove maybe a mile or 2 and we hit another gate that we cannot bypass. So we made the U-turn and we are now heading back to the main road. We're going to try the next trail, which should take us to Peroit Ridge. If not, the last trail is definitely open, because I've been there before. So we keep striking out. So this is the road or the path that goes to Peroit Ridge. But as you can tell, road closed, but it's okay. So we tried the trail or the road to Peroit Ridge coming from the north, and that was closed. There was a gate. So we went to the other end, the south end, and this is open. The question is, I don't know if it's open all the way to the ridge. If it's open all the way to the ridge, we're gonna stay the night. If not, same as before, make a U-turn, go to the next one. So far so good. We are climbing up the mountain toward Peroit Ridge. Looking at the map, I think it's going to take us at least half an hour to an hour to get to the place where we know if we can access Peroit Ridge or not. Now even if we get there, I don't know what's the condition, if it's fully packed with people or not. Hopefully not. But we're climbing up the hill so far. Well, we're going up. We have some pretty steep sections, not crazy steep, but definitely I need, well, not definitely, but I put 4-wheel drive because it's a bit sandy, and 2-wheel drive just keeps slipping because the angle and the sand, or whatever it is. But fun trail so far. Again, we probably have, I would say, another 45 minutes before we get to the turn to go to Peroit Ridge and see if we can make it. Alright, so we're still on that same trail, inching toward Peroit Ridge. I keep seeing signs that this is a private road. Actually, this is a private road ending in a gate and dead end and no way to turn. I don't know. We're still trying. So far, we're still driving. We'll see. Worst comes to worst, we'll make a U-turn, and I saw a couple of potential camp spots with a nice view. If we can't get to Peroit Ridge, we'll try one of those. Alright, so we just hit a gate and we're making a U-turn, and we'll just try one of these hills that we've seen on the way. crazy hill and there was somebody on top. So we have to find another hill to camp. But it's alright, we'll find something. Alright, so after a bunch of trial and errors, we found a pretty cool spot. Check it out. Look at the view. So we are at a kind of a secondary hill, so to speak, but we still have 317 degrees of view. I mean, we don't have view from there, but we have view everywhere else. So, and we can see the ocean as well, which is nice. So basically, beachfront property. And we see some people, but nobody around us really. So, when the kids are not with me, and I don't have to use the scuttle to cook for multiple people, this is my simplified setup. This is the wheel table, I think they call it, or tailgate table, or whatever it is, and just simply a burner, skillet, set of hamburgers that are being spiced and absorbing the spice, and that's pretty much it. Well, I wouldn't call it necessarily a gourmet meal, but check this out. Pretzel buns with perfectly cooked hamburger and a sunset. You tell me what can be better than that.
All right, good morning. So we just had an excellent night's sleep with the diesel heater. Oh man, that thing, even if it would cost $5,000, I would still buy it. Unbelievable. So nice sunny morning, making some breakfast, and we'll hit the road in maybe an hour or so. All right, breakfast is out of the way, packing the truck and the tent is out of the way. The only thing that's left to do now is just sit and relax.
Alright, so we left the camp spot and we are now making our way back to Route 1 or Highway 1. It's a beautiful, beautiful scenery as we are heading toward the direction of the ocean from the top of the hill or top of the mountain, and it's really nice view.